The 2016 One Korea Peace Festival. Turkey enjoys hallyu despite national turmoil. Taekwondo wave in the United Arab Emirates. The benefits of slow walking. Spreading Korean character art in Indonesia. First ever Korean principal cellist in the Rotterdam Philharmonic Orchestra. Hello, welcome to Going Global. I'm your host, Chung Se-mi. A teacher in Nashville, Tennessee, got a surprise present from his students and colleagues. Some 400 students from the Christ Presbyterian Academy sang hymns for Latin teacher Ben Ellis, who was battling esophageal cancer. Moved by the heartwarming display, Ellis expressed his love and gratitude to the students. The video of the serenade went viral after American singer Tim McGraw shared it and had received more than 30 million views. Unfortunately, the beloved teacher passed away 10 days later, but his memories will live on. Let's turn to our first story today. The Korean community in Atlanta, Georgia has been holding an event promoting solidarity. This year, the festival featured Korean traditional dances and music, catching the eyes and ears of the locals. Let's join them now.
Dancers pose with elegant fans. As they come together, a beautiful flower blooms on stage. The dynamic twirling of sangmo hats brings out loud applause. The One Korea Peace Festival has brought performers and the audience together.
This is my first time coming to something like this. I thought it was amazing. The costumes were beautiful, all of the routines were so in sync, and it was just really cool to experience the Korean culture and get.
This year marks the second One Korea Peace Festival, which was established to help generate solidarity in the Korean society. Last year, the festival featured modern, original performances, but this year, organizers invited the Gyeonggi Provincial Dance Company, who wowed the audience with Korean traditional dances.
미국 공연이라 많이 긴장을 했는데 관객분들이 저희 항상 이렇게 포인트적인 하이라이트 부분에 많이 좋아해 주시고 박수도 많이 쳐주시고 많이 호응해 주시는 것 같아서 정말 감사하고 즐거웠던 공연인 것 같아요.
There was also an exhibition featuring regional goods from Korea, as well as a seminar on reunification of the Korean Peninsula and world peace.
우리 대한민국 알리기 그리고 이 화합과 나눔 봉사로서 세계에서 존경받는 코리안의 이미지를 만들고 싶었습니다. 우리 코리안들이 이렇게 함께 하는 모습들이 결국은 세계 평화에도 기여하고.
Following this year's success, the organizers plan to put on a cultural performance next year that unites the local community.
Our next story takes us to Turkey. Korea's brother nation, Turkey, is facing turmoil from an attempted coup d'etat and terrorist attacks, but hallyu is still going strong. Recently, it even hosted a successful K-pop festival. Let's find out more.
This is a performance by Team Latinaf. They expertly cover a dance routine by K-pop boy band BTS. Excited, children gather in front of the stage to watch the performance up close. These are scenes from the 6th annual K-pop World Festival held in Turkey. 15 highly qualified teams took the stage this year. The winner was 17-year-old Perihan Aslan.
Ben hareketli, cıvıl cıvıl şarkıları söylemeyi seviyorum. K-pop'ta da bu tür şarkılar var. Ben insanları şarkılarla, müzikle mutlu etmeyi sevdiğim için K-pop şarkıları tam bana göre.
Due to the attempted coup d'etat and terrorist attacks in Turkey, this year's competition was delayed by 2 weeks, and its venue was changed. Even so, 70 teams signed up for the preliminary rounds. On the day of the festival, 1,200 people filled up the venue. Visitors could try on hanbok or Korean traditional costumes and sample Korean food.
Bence insanlar yeni tarzlar denemek istiyor. O yüzden denemek istiyorlar. Hoşlarına gidiyor.
Turkey, on the far end of the Eurasian plate, fought alongside Korea during the Korean War, and in 1999, Korea sent aid to Turkey after a devastating earthquake. Soccer fans will remember that the two nations took part in the third-place match of the 2002 World Cup.
터키는 또 이슬람 국가지 않습니까? 그런 터키 내에서 한국 문화에 대해서 사람들이, 특히 젊은 사람들이 많이 좋아하는 거는 아무래도 그 문화적 또 역사적인 그 관계, 그 가깝던 그 유사성 같은 것이 영향이 있지 않나 생각합니다.
With the 60th anniversary of their diplomatic ties coming up next year, the hallyu fever in Turkey is growing.
Turning to the United Arab Emirates, taekwondo is growing in popularity in the UAE, where the hallyu wave is getting stronger. The Korean Cultural Center in the United Arab Emirates is fielding numerous calls from local women who are interested in learning taekwondo. Let's take a closer look.
Women wearing hijabs are practicing the basic moves of taekwondo. They are still new to the sport, but they are serious in their training. They are members of the taekwondo class that the Korean Culture Center has been offering since March of this year.
I could feel even in my soul, I can feel more confident, and I'm happy that I'm doing taekwondo, and I wish to learn more.
Taekwondo barely registered in the minds of the locals when it made its debut in the UAE in 1990. Things changed after a UAE princess took part in the Taekwondo event at the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, China. Today, interest in Taekwondo is at an all-time high, coupled with the hallyu wave. The Korean Culture Center now offers 2 Taekwondo classes instead of 1 due to the influx of students.
이곳 여성들에게 태권도는 한국을 좋아하는, 사랑한다는 표시인 것 같습니다. 태권도를 배우고 언젠가는 그 한국에 꼭 방문하고 싶어하는 그런 친구들입니다.
Taekwondo improves physical health and bolsters mental strength.
무더운 날씨 때문에 실내 스포츠로서 어떤 정신과 그 육체를 동시에 이렇게 그 수련할 수 있는 운동으로 상당히 매력적으로 다가가는 것 같습니다.
There are about 2,000 Taekwondo practitioners in the United Arab Emirates. There are even public schools that offer regular Taekwondo classes, signifying sustained interest in the Korean traditional martial art.
Turning to our next story, the French people love walking. There are some 30,000 clubs and groups dedicated to this everyday activity. So what are the delights of slow walking? Let's find out now.
Hundreds of people have gathered at this square. They begin to walk somewhere. They aren't tourists, but rather members of a walking club in Paris.
L'avantage des randonnées, c'est qu'on se retrouve avec des copines, on parle tout le long du trajet.
This club has a regular meeting on the third Thursday of every month. The members set a theme and walk slowly from 7 to 10 p.m. This month the theme is pubs. The group visits not only long-standing pubs tucked away in alleyways, but also newly opened establishments.
Essayer de montrer aujourd'hui les bars du haut Moyen-Âge, donc 16e, 17e siècle, 18e siècle, et la différence entre le 16e, 17e et les bars de maintenant.
Clubs dedicated to walking as a leisure activity began to pop up in France in the 1940s. In 1947, the Fédération Française de la Randonnée Pédestre, the Association of French Walking Clubs, was established, and today there are 230,000 members nationwide. They follow the footsteps of famous artists or enjoy a night stroll. The number of members is increasing every year as walking doesn't require special equipment and anyone can take part.
Le bien-être, enfin, la santé, le bien-être, le plaisir, la nature.
They become healthier and enjoy their free time through slow walking. They are practicing the art of slowing down in the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
Our next story takes us to Indonesia. Korean online comics, video games, and animations are hits in Indonesia, another country enjoying hallyu. There is an Indonesian university professor who is promoting Korean character art. Let's take a closer look.
Indonesia's largest character art exhibition is packed with visitors. It features Korean cultural contents and is proving to be highly popular with the locals. At one corner sits Professor Bambang Guanawan Santoso, a promoter of Korean contents.
방방 교수는 그 한국 캐릭터와 애니메이션에 관해서 많은 관심을 가지고 활동하고 있는 분입니다.
Santoso teaches animation at a prestigious private university in Indonesia and has been researching Korean character art since 2008. As a research student of the Korean Cultural Center in Indonesia, Santoso studied Korean animation and character design and created a caricature of a popular K-pop artist. He is also an active promoter of Korean comics and is called the Korean Character Evangelist.
Biasanya Korea itu lebih cute atau biasa disebut guyomi, guyon character. Artinya karakter-karakternya rata-rata lebih kelihatan imut-imut, cantik atau cakep.
Santoso is working hard to foster new talent in the Indonesian contents industry by using Korean character art.
Dalam kelas Babami, saya diajari tentang mengenai karakter-karakter animasi di Korea, yang ada di Korea apa saja. Saya ingin mendalami lebih lagi tentang animasi. Tentunya saya ingin menjadi animator.
Karakter Korea yang saya tahu itu Puka, habis itu katanya Bernat ya. Terus beberapa karakter-karakter dari webtoon, dia suka sharing pengalamannya sendiri tentang animasi Korea ke kita.
Santoso is going beyond spreading hallyu and setting the course for Indonesia's character art development.
It's time for our last story of the day. A Korean has been designated as the principal cellist of the Rotterdam Philharmonic Orchestra. She is the orchestra's sole Korean member and the first ever Korean principal cellist. Let's find out more.
This is a Rotterdam Philharmonic Orchestra. It is currently preparing for a new season. The orchestra's sole Korean member, cellist Lim Hee-young, will practice with her colleagues for the first time. She takes a seat in the middle of the stage, reserved for the principal cellist. It is highly uncommon for an Asian to occupy the seat of a principal player in a storied orchestra, a seat that does not open up until the former player retires.
잘하는 사람도 많이 왔고 솔직히 동양인이 외국 유럽의 유명한 오케스트라에서 수석 자리 시험 본다는 게 굉장히 비현실적이라서.
Im was selected to lead the orchestra's cellists in late February of this year after numerous auditions. She is not only the first ever Korean principal cellist, but also the youngest member of the orchestra.
This person has to be not only a wonderful soloist with great sound and technique and understanding of style, but also a person who can demonstrate leadership abilities.
Her strong presence on stage belies her petite frame and young age. Im studied at the Korean National University of Arts and gained her master's degree at the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston. Lim's gift for music was evident from preschool, where she could immediately repeat a melody after hearing it, but she's never slacked off in her practices.
다음에 더 더 잘해야겠다. 항상 다음에 그거를 이제 머릿속에 되뇌이면서 했던 게 지금까지 올 수 있었던 비결인 것 같아요.
Lim has many musical aspirations for the future. Her immediate goal is to create a beautiful harmony with her fellow orchestra members and inspire the audience.
I hope you enjoyed today's stories on Going Global. There's a part-time college student who makes a living by reviewing burgers and uploading his video reviews on YouTube. CNN Money covered the user known as John offline and Report of the Week online. According to the channel, John has reviewed some 600 different burgers over the last 4 years and shared his reviews on his YouTube channel. John earns about $1,800 a month through ads on his videos and monthly private donations. This could be an interesting job for some. Going Global will be back next week with more exciting and interesting stories from all around the world. Thank you for watching.